Yeah, so this video is gonna be a little fast because original video length was like 14 minutes, and I was like, it's just it's going by too slow. I need to go by a lot faster because I feel like I'm just dragging down the entire narration, and it's not exciting. So over the weekend, somebody asked me if I could do an OU battle because they like my OU battle. So I'm like, fine, that's cool. I like OU. Um, Actually, with that, let me make a new OU team, and that's what I did. And Joe, aka MrPWNtart, also made him a new OU team. So we decided to test out against each other because real man tests test teams on Wi-Fi and not PO. So he's gonna start off with his Reuniclus. If you looked at his Pokemon, you saw they were mostly bulky and slow. So this kind of stream trick room team. I am gonna start off with my Rotom, just in case I don't like the matchup. I could just vote switch out. Sorry, man. This is You should never narrate before eating or something. I don't know. I'm going through some issues, and I'm over it. So I did start off with Rotom, start for Uniclus. I went for the Hydro Pump. It hit the Porygon 2 on the way in. Porygon 2 has some reason has leftovers, not Eviolite. Ha ha ha. I'm going to switch out to Donna D. Donna D is going to take the Tri Attack. I'm afraid that he might have Ice Beam, so I traded out to Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn is heavily invested in special defense and HP. But he just goes for the recover. I'm just gonna Thunder Wave his incoming Fortress, and we are caught up. So now I'm just gonna Leech Seed just to get some recovery back. And he's not gonna stay in for too long because he can't do anything to me, just like I can't do anything to him. So I don't know why I did that. That was kind of unnecessary, I guess, or whatever. I should have just traded out straight into Donphan, knowing he's gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. That way I can already have my Stealth Rocks up when he went into Heatran. Now I gotta waste my turn now to go for Stealth Rocks, and he gets a free sub. So now he's gonna make a ballsy move. He did make a ballsy move, going for the sub and not expecting me to go for EQ, but Stealth Rocks, and I'm kind of mad about that. So now I forgot that Heatrans like to carry him Power Grass, and I don't know. I just lose Donphan for no reason. That was dumb. Why did I do that? And not only was that dumb, I go into Rotom Wash just in case he was actually Himpower Ice and not Himpower Grass. But I was gonna break this up with Hydro Pump and then Volt Switch out, I guess. But it turns out it is HP Grass and not Ice, which is fine because now I can Volt Switch, hopefully break the the Beanie Baby over there, and go into Salamence, which I imagine can wall his entire set. So that's what I did, and unfortunately, Rotom is not gonna do that much in the game just because of that dumb mistake. And yeah, whatever. So I know he's not going to stay in. He's going to fear the EQ, but I'm not going to over predict. I could have Draco Meter hoping to kill this thing, but I think it would have. No, I don't know if it would live because he doesn't have Eviolite. So I don't even know. My whole thing is like thrown right now because he doesn't have Eviolite. But I went for EQ. He traced my Intimidate, and so EQ didn't do that much. But I'm gonna go on the Ferrothorn because apparently Ferrothorn walls his entire Porygon set. Now I only know 3 moves of this Porygon: Tri Attack, Trick Room, and Leftovers. Because not Leftovers. Wow, Recover. Because he never shows me the 4th move. I have no idea what it is. So I just go for the Leech Seed because that's what I do. I guess he predicts that I can't really do. He's just gonna go to Machamp. What I'm gonna do against the Machamp with Ferrothorn? Nothing. So I just Leech Seed it, then proceed to protect this to see what kind of Machamp this is. He's going straight for the Dynamic Punch. Now this is where I have to sacrifice something, and I'm gonna sacrifice my Rotom Wash. And if you wonder what Sith Motors is if the dark side had, ran a appliance company, this would be Sith Motors because because I complain about Rotom in every tier, and this is my first time using Rotom since 4th gen. So I thought I went to the dark side and bought a washing machine or something. I don't know, whatever. I go into Minxiao. I'm just going to fake out, get some more Leech Seed damage. Just racking up the small amount of damage here and there. I'll go into Salamence. For some reason, he decides to go for Bullet Punch. I don't know why, but he was going to outspeed me. He should have just went for, unless Trick Room fell, and I don't know. The Trick Room end? I guess maybe it ended. I don't know. I missed that. I was too busy talking about washing machines and stuff. So maybe that's why he did that. And But this does give me an opportunity to roost up. And I like, oh man, I love mixed sets. I don't know what it is, especially with dragons. It's just fun. Mix salamence, just like I run a mix dragonite. And since salamence can't learn extreme speed, I gave it roost. So I figured that would be a lot more helpful. And I used this time to set up roost. Unfortunately, he's got the intimidate on me, plus so I got -1 attack with the -2 special attack. I'm not staying in. There's no way. So I'm gonna go on to Ferrothorn, because once again, Ferrothorn walls this Porygon 2. Then again, I can't really do much to him other than Power Whip and Leech Seed and Thunder Wave. But I think Power Whip would do a nice amount of damage if I ever get that off. So he sets up the Trick Room again. And I'm just going to either Thunder Wave or Power Whip. I can't remember. It's like, maybe I predicted him to switch and I go for the Leech Seed again. Actually, I did. I predicted he was going to switch, so I went for the Leech Seed again. He's going to go in the Fortress. This is fine because 2 turns of Leech Seed, this Fortress is dead. I don't even have to touch it. So I'm going to just protect here, and so I don't have to dirty my hands, and Cuddles can safely. He go for the Rapid Spin, so I protect it. And I'm glad I did that, because that extra rock damage could come in handy. He's going to go back into his Porygon 2 now. I think I'm just going to go straight for the Thunder Wave this time, and not playing any games now, because we got to get serious up in here. Because we're going against Joe, and Joe's a threat, especially with a Sand Trick Room team. He didn't even have half that out. So I Thunder Wave him. I guess he figured I would go for the Leech Seed again, but I actually just go for the Power Whip, and that does a lot of damage to Reuniclus. I did too much. I don't know why I did so much. I figured that he'd go for the Focus Blast. I just went to Alakazam because Ferrothorn has been doing some work today, so I want to keep it around as long as I can. Now, I was like, okay, is he going to predict me to go for Shadow Ball and go into Porygon 2, or is he going to predict me to go for Psychic and stay in? Apparently, he predicted me to go for Psychic and stayed in, and so he gets to set up his Trick Room again. So I'm just going to switch out because I know what's coming. I figured he would go for like a Shadow Ball or something, so I was already going to switch out into Ferrothorn, but he double switches out into Tyranitar, and I'm just going to take advantage of the Trick Room being up and hit this thing with a Power Whip and just, some extra damage, and he hits me with a Fire Blast. That's gonna suck because even with my special defensive investment, he's not gonna take that. It's just 4 times effective, so it's 120 base move. Yeah, I'm dead. So I go into Salamence just because I want to wait. I need to waste time and turns in Trick Room. With Salamence dying, I only have 2 Pokemon left, and he still has 5. Now, the only reason it's not hopeless is because most of those Pokemon are weak against Minchao and slower. So if I can get the Trick Room turn done, I can possibly sweep with Minchao. Now Trick Room is over, and I'm locked in the fake out because I'm bandit. So I'm gonna switch out, sacrifice Alakazam, and put all my hope into I need to hit 3 high jump kicks. So I'll go against Heatran. I know Heatran can't set up Trick Room, or doesn't set up Trick Room, so I don't have to worry about that. So I bring out Minchao, high jump kick, that's 1. Reuniclus comes out, takes the damage from Stealth Rocks. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not, how much difference that made or not, because the damage he was taking with Stealth Rocks. But I'm pretty sure it helped. So that's 2. Porygon 2 comes out. I have to hit this. Can you do it? He does. That's 3. Now Tyranitar is going to die into Stealth Rocks once that comes in, so I don't have to worry about that. And then Machamp is his last Pokemon and has no guard, so that kind of guarantees me the game. So if it could possibly miss somewhere in here, if I had more chance, if I had to literally do 5 high jump kicks, I think I would have lost. But the fact that I had to do only 3 is the only reason I won. So that was a great game. Bandit Minchao ain't nothing to mess with. And yeah, that was fun. So let me know what you think of the team in the comments below, and sub, like, do your thing. I'm out. Peace.